Hey, I'm Patrick with the Kentucky Gun Company. For years, Ruger has been one of the dominant American handgun manufacturers. And to get to that level, you have to do several things right. First, you have to make quality products that people can afford. Second, you have to be able to service the customer after the sale. And third, you have to listen to the customers. Well, listening has led Ruger to this. This is Ruger's newest pistol. This is the new Ruger American Pistol. This pistol was developed through a rigorous voice of the customer process where numerous law enforcement, military trainers, firearm experts, distributors, and retailers provided input, feedback, and testing in the determination of the form, function, and features of this new firearm. The resultant new pistol is a revolutionary platform for Ruger, one that utilizes the combination of a recoil-reducing barrel cam, which is designed to better spread recoil energy over time with a low mass slide, a low center of gravity, and a low bore axis to provide an unparalleled shooting experience. This new model will eventually replace the SR series, so what better gun to compare it with than the SR series? SR series has been around for a long time. It's done wonders. We have sold literally thousands of these guns. We're going to compare the two a little bit, and we'll show you what's different. First thing I noticed, first thing I like more than anything is the Ruger, the old takedown. You used to have to pull the pin out of the SR series. Ruger now has a quick takedown, just like most of the other manufacturers out there. Lock it back, cam that down, and goes forward. Notice I didn't do something though. I did not have to dry fire the trigger. There's a lot of models out there. You either have to dry fire it or you have to push a pin down in the magazine well to take the slide off. This is a non-firing takedown method. Ruger is noting in their advertisements that this has a low bore axis and a low center of mass. You know, take a look and note, this is the SR series that's on the market currently. See how much of the slide is sticking up out of the frame. Take a look at the new American series. Much more of the slide itself is recessed down into the frame, therefore it's keeping the weight low. And also take a look at the note. You know, here's the guide rod, here's the bore. Pretty daggone close. Old SR series got a little bit of a gap. You know, again, they're lowering the bore, they're lowering the weight into the hand of the shooter. All right, and check this out. Old SR series accessory rail. One of the common complaints about the Rugers is it never had a standard Picatinny rail. That can no longer be a complaint. There's a standard M19 1913 Picatinny rail. Says, will give you the ability to put any laser, any light on there that you want. Also, keep in mind, there's a lot of the manufacturers out there in the market that advertise they have an ambidextrous gun. A lot of these manufacturers, you have to switch your magazine release over to the left side. Not so with Ruger. This is a true ambi gun. So you can do the magazine release from the right, and you can do it from the left. It also has a slide release on the left. A lot of you right-hand shooters are probably wondering, what in the hell does this matter to me? Just a far out circumstance that maybe you injure your right hand in a self-defense situation, you need to be able to operate the gun with the left hand. You can do it now. Also notably absent in the new pistol, the old SR series had the loaded chamber indicator. The new American series has the hose, so you basically just look down in there. If you see brass or aluminum, silver, whatever kind of casing you're shooting, you have a loaded chamber. Here's something I really, really like. And with the old style SR series, you can see how the sights kind of sit up on top of the slide. I mean, they're recessed in there a little bit, but there's a little bit of a frontage there. And a lot of other manufacturers set the sights directly on top of the slide. Not so with the new American series. These are using genuine Novak sights. But look how they're machined down in the slide. I mean, this is smooth transition from the slide all the way up to the sights. There's no possible way that could snag on anything. Let's check out the trigger. Magazine's unloaded, chamber's empty, no magazine, gun's empty. All right, so this is the trigger. Ruger has advertised this as a much improved trigger over the previous models that they've had. So again, it has this external little trigger safety that you guys are used to by now. So we're going to dry fire it, and that way you can just see the operation of it. It comes back right there. It's pretty easy take up. Then it comes almost to a complete stop. It's almost like a brick wall. You pull it back a little bit more, the gun fires. It even has a trigger stop built into the trigger guard right there. So do that again just so you guys can see. Comes back. I mean, real easy. Just take up. Real nice firm stop. Real crisp trigger, especially for a striker fired pistol. Let's do that one more time. We're going to cycle the slide, that way you guys can see how short it resets also. So again, gun fires, ejects, slide goes forward. You're going to release the trigger, stops right there, or resets right there, fires right there. Let's check out the grips. This is something that Ruger has, first time I've seen this on a Ruger pistol. On a lot of the older SR series, you could replace the back strap. The back strap would give you a little bit longer or thinner grip depending on which one you put in. So what Ruger has brought out this time, we have brought out these grip modules. And you got 3 of them that come with the gun. So you got a small, you got a medium, and a large. So not only what this does, it not only just gives you the length of the grip, but it also, according to your hand size, it will make it thicker or thinner with the corresponding size of the grip module. Check these modules out, and they're easy to change. Ruger comes with this little hex head tool. Turn it a quarter turn, it comes to a nice complete stop. There's no mistaking when you get there. The grip slides directly off. You want the smaller grip, no problem. Take your smaller grip, put it on. Locks right up in just like that. Put your hex head in there. I can get it in the hole there. There we go. Didn't have it all the way up. Take it, turn it a quarter of a turn. Again, it comes to a nice complete stop. You know you can't over tighten it. And now that grip is locked on there. Also, if some of the military spec in mind, they put the recessed lanyard in there. And they've also checkered the front strap, which the old SR series did not have, so a little bit more texturing on the gun itself. Right now, this gun is going to be available in a 9 and 45 caliber, and right now it's a full size with a 4.5-inch barrel. I would assume, and again, I'm just assuming, that Ruger is eventually going to come out with a compact series in this, just like they have the SR series right now. In the box, you know, you get a nice Ruger case. This is a Ruger, this is a practical, usable case. You know, you can put your firearm in there, you can carry it around. While these manufacturers just want to give you a cardboard box these days. Not so for Ruger, it's a nice case. 2 mags, like I said, 3 modules. You get your takedown tool, you get your owner's manual, you get your child lock. One thing that is noticeable, we've already had some customers call that I guess maybe are a little bit misinformed. In the old SR series and a lot of the other guns out there, you're still getting some of the fired shell casings. This is for Maryland compliant law. That law has now passed, so you won't, you know, eventually these things will be starting to phase out because there is no need for them. It was a ridiculous law that did nothing. So we showed you all the features of the new Ruger. We're going to take it to the range, and now we're going to shoot it. All right, so we're here at the range. We're just going to set it at 7 yards. Today we are going to be shooting some brass Federal range ammunition, nothing fancy, but just a good full metal jacket, 115 grain. This is a new gun. We haven't test fired it, we haven't oiled it, we haven't done anything to it. It just came out of the box. Let's see what happens. Trigger took just a little bit getting used to it, but all right, 2 17-round mags, no malfunctions. We're going to reload and do it again. Okay, third mag, we're going to go back to 7 yards again. We're going to take our time a little bit more. And we're going to just try to keep everything center mass and see what type of group we can produce. Either I'm pulling to the right or the pulling to the left, or the sights might be just a hair off. Again, these sights are adjustable too. Simple Allen screw will allow that sight to go left or right for your windage. Again, another 17-round mag. Try for the head there. I will take our time a little bit more. All right, Overall, the gun's grouping good. And like I said, I think a little adjustment on the sights would bring that over for me. You guys have seen the gun. We've told you all about it. And one cool thing that we've done here at Kentucky Gun Company since we shot our last video is now we have an indoor range. So if you want to come try this gun, this is part of our handgun rental program. You can come shoot this gun anytime you want to. And if you can't come shoot it, you can also find it on our website at kygunco.com.